Hey fellow readers, Bookwoman here, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing January's TBR. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So like I said, today's video is going to be January's TBR. First off, before we actually jump into choosing the prompts and challenges for the month, I do want to apologize. I planned on having this up before January even came around, but it's been a really hectic. I got in a minor car accident. I'm okay, don't worry, but my car's not doing very well, put it that way. And then I was in anxiety, so sorry about that. First off, let's see how I did last month. Let's just say terrible. We don't even need to go through all the prompts. Just terrible. Usually I'll go through all the prompts. We're just terrible. I finished one book last month, and that was for Salted Caramel Hot Cocoa, which was a real Christmas. I believe I ended up giving it 5 stars. I don't entirely remember, but I'm pretty darn sure I gave it 5 stars. I get 4 or 5 stars. So, yeah. So we're going to start with prompts. So at the beginning of the year, I'm not going to give myself any punishments, and we're just going to pull 2 challenges, and we're going to start doing 10 book prompts. So let's see what the challenge is. Please be something good. I don't want something bad. I need to make these all the same size. We got Cozy Night In, which, to be honest with you, I've had on previous challenges and have not actually completed. So let's hope I can actually complete it this month. Alright. Challenge number 2. Watch. I'm going to jinx myself now, because I said I didn't want husband chooses entire TBR or daughter chooses entire TBR. And watch, now I'm going to get it. What did I tell you? Husband chooses entire TBR. Kind of scared, because majority of the books I want to read, he has never heard of or read. This is going to be fun. Luckily, he's actually here today. Otherwise, this would be an even bigger challenge. I can already tell you 3 books he's going to try and get on this TBR. And out of the 3, 2 of them I'm not looking forward to. So, let's see what we get here. So as long as he's actually paying attention. And of course, I jinxed myself, because I was just telling him I was scared if I got husband chooses entire TBR. Because there's 3 books that he wants me to read, and I'm not looking forward to 2 of them. So, prompt number 1, we have Banana Split, which is start a series. Oh crap. I think I know what he's going for. I could tell you one series that you want me to read that I have not started. The Alcatraz and the Librarian series.
Oh, you started that one.
No, I never finished the first. I never got to the first book.
I was gonna say I am number 4, but
I'm cool with either one. Take your pick. I am number 4 or Alcatraz and Librarians.
Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians.
Versus the Evil Librarians. Okay. I will warn you, though, there are a few prompts that he won't be able to choose, because it is specifically, like, geared...
Rigged it?
Huh?
You rigged it?
Not really rigged it, but there's a prompt where she gets to choose a book, there's a prompt where she gets to choose a book.
Okay.
Spell Alcatraz. Is it A-C-T-E-Z?
A-L-C-A-T-R-A-Z.
Okay, we'll just abbreviate it. I know what that means. Okay. Prompt number 2. We got number 59, which is frozen hot cocoa, which is retelling. There is one retelling you have on our Audible that I actually want to read.
What?
Sorcery of Thorns and Roses.
What?
Sorcery of Thorns and Roses.
Wait, I have that?
On Audible, yeah. It was one of the books that you told me I could get before I got my own Audible account.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So for that, we're doing Sorcery
Of Thorns.
of Thorns. There are 3 books, however. There are 5 books, however, that I would like to get on this month's TBR.
Well, that sucks.
3 of them are ones you want me to read. The other 2 are ones that I would like to read. And if he doesn't choose them, then I'll just add them and I'll have extra books on my TBR.
Cheater.
It's not cheating. It's my own TBR. I get to make my own rules. Oh, we didn't check. Let's see. So Banana Split, have we pulled Banana Split in the last 2 months? Let's hope not. Because if so, we have not. And we have not pulled Frozen Hot Cocoa in the last 2 months. So far we don't have to mark it down. And at this point, if we pull, there's like 1 or 2 that if we pull it, we're automatically choosing this extra prompt. Yeah, if we pull Blueberry Hot Cocoa, we are pulling an extra prompt. Fun. So let's hope we don't get Blueberry Hot Cocoa. Prompt number 3 is... Oh. Of course I have to do this one in the month that is the month that I'm pretty sure he has never read a book in this genre.
What?
Prompt number 3 is 3, which is plain hot cocoa, which is read a classic.
I don't know if this is considered a classic.
Tell me what it is and I'll tell you if it's considered a classic.
The Chronicles of Narnia?
It's not a classic.
It's not?
I don't think it's considered a classic. Hey Google, is the Chronicles of Narnia considered a classic genre?
According to Wikipedia, The Chronicles of Narnia is considered a classic of children's literature and is Lewis's best-selling work, having sold over 100 million copies in 47 languages.
I have the entire
To find out
series
more,
on Audible.
Look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
I'll just make you read the first book.
Well, I'm just going to put Chronicles of Narnia. I'll just put Chronicles of Narnia number 1, which is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I know we have not pulled plain because I have not pulled plain. I think this is the first time I've ever pulled plain hot cocoa. So, that makes me happy. Prompt number 4. Please be something good. We got number 50, which is chocolate cupcake hot cocoa, which is highest rated.
Huh?
Highest rated. So for that, I usually just go to my Goodreads.
Oh, but you know my book's on the Goodreads.
I actually do have a couple of the books on your Audible and that you want me to read on my Goodreads. So, and I've actually got to have access to it. That is how we work highest rated here on this channel. I have to have either access to it in some way, shape, or form, or I have to physically own the book. So, we're going to go to wants to read. We go to average rating, highest rated. That is, and it can't be in the middle of a series. If it's in the middle of a series, we automatically skip the first book in the series. Let's see. Highest rated that I can actually have access to, that I've actually have access to, that is the first in a series, is, I don't know why that's still on my to be read. It still has Return of the Dragon Slayers on my on my want to read, but I finished it. Do you have the first book in the Five Kingdoms trilogy by Brandon Mull on your Audible?
What's it called?
I believe it's called Five Kingdoms.
By Brandon Mull?
By Brandon Mull. Hold on, guys. We are going to figure this out. Be right back.
Raiders.
Alright, guys. So for this one, we're going to go with Sky Raiders by Brandon Mull, which is the first book in the Five Kingdoms series. I'm actually okay with this because I've been meaning to read the Five Kingdoms series ever since I finished Dragon Watch and Beyonders. So. Still have not got any of the 5 books that I need to try and get on this month's TBR so far, but we do still have like 6 prompts to go. So, prompt number 5, we got I love how all of these are audiobooks. I have not gotten a single physical book so far, which is going to be very interesting for me. Next, we have number 42, which is Jelly Bean Hot Cocoa, which is author from a different country. Now, this one can be interpreted in multiple different ways. The way I interpret it is they have to live in a different country or be from a different country than I originally live in, so the U.S. I think my husband's looking. Don't think I have anything on my Audible.
Is it where they were born?
Yeah, so if they were born in a different country besides the U.S.
Last book in the Mortal Instrument series.
Cassandra Clare's not American?
She was born in Tehran, Iran.
She's American, though.
Yeah, but she was born in Iran.
Alright, I guess we'll go with that. So that means one book that I was supposed to get on TBR. We're going to go with City of Fallen Angel. City of Heavenly Fire. So that is one of the books that I need to get on this month's TBR. The other 4, we'll just mention this so that if husband wants to be nice and give them to me, are To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, which I know he's going to try and work as well as he can. A Legion, which I know he's going to try and work as well as he can. Cinderella's Dead, which I really don't think he cares about. Could have used for retelling, but I was being nice and not breaking challenges. And and Cress. So, see how that goes. We have not, so far we're doing good. All of the prompts we have pulled, we have not pulled in the last 2 months, which is making me very, very happy. So, yeah. I'm cool with that. Alright, prompt number 6 is number 51, which is Cake Batter Hot Cocoa. I don't know if he's going to approve of this one.
What is that?
This one is Treat Yourself, which means I get to buy a book.
Not right now.
Can it be counted as an Audible credit?
Sure.
Okay, so we will count this as an Audible credit. I can't get this yet, but we will see what I can do for an Audible credit, because I do get an Audible credit here within the next few months. So let's go to profile. Next couple days, actually. So I don't have any credits now. Let's go to... Let me go to my wish list. Where's my wish list? Discover. I gotta find my wish list. Wish list. Ooh. 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 Okay, so for this one, I will have to make sure that I do purchase this one and hopefully he's okay with this, because for this, it's kind of I get to choose what I want to do. Okay. For this one, we're going to go with One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. You've actually read another book by her. Huh. Casey McQuiston.
Who?
I believe put the incorrectly. Oh, maybe not. I thought you had. I thought, you say it first was by her, but it's not. Oh, wait, yes you have. The ups to falling.
The upside of falling?
The upside of falling, I believe, is by her.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not positive, though, but
okay.
That's what we're gonna do for that one. Prompt number 7. Please be good. Like I said, as long as we don't go Blu-ray, we're good. We don't have to pull an extra prompt. We got number 63, which is Devil's Milk Chocolate, which is most anticipated. If I'm even being listened to now.
Huh.
I just pulled the next prompt.
What was it?
Dutch Milk Chocolate Hot Coco, which is, well, is that correct? Make sure I'm giving the right prompt. I feel like I read the wrong prompt. Yeah, Dutch Milk Chocolate, which is most anticipated.
Your most anticipated or my most anticipated for you to read?
Most anticipated usually interprets as my most anticipated, but you're the one choosing TBR.
Allegiant.
Okay, I'm actually okay with that. That is the one. That is the
actually,
one.
No, To Sleep in a Sea of Stars.
Of course, he changes it after I already comment that I'm okay with Allegiant. To Sleep in a Sea of Stars is the one book that he wants me to. The second book that he wants me to read that I am not enjoying so far. Prompt number 8. So we still have technically 3 books that I'd like to get on this TBR, but I don't know if I'm going to get them on there. So prompt number 8, we have, I love how all these are audiobooks. I've not had a single physical book on my TBR this month, and it's kind of disappointing. Next we have 18, which is Almond Joy Hot Coco, which is a book set in a school setting. I always have trouble with this one because I don't have any books that are set in a school setting.
Does the entire thing have to be in a school setting?
It just has to have some sort of school setting.
I am number 4.
Is it the words number 4 spelled?
I am number 4. It's spelled
okay.
F-O-U-R.
Yeah, but is number spelled out, or is it
number 4?
Okay.
Spelled out.
Alright, so number 9. 2 more prompts here, and so far, I'm still missing 3 books that I need to try and get this one's TBR. We got prompt number, I know what this one is, and he's going to tell me I'm cheating with this one because I know what this one is.
Cheater.
And he's going to tell me I'm cheating with this one because of what this prompt is. So, I am, however, going to choose a different prompt because this pulls away from him choosing my entire TBR.
Okay.
Because the prompt that I just chose was number 54, which is Chocolate Banana Hot Cocoa, which, if I'm thinking correctly, we will just double check. What number was it? Make sure I'm getting the right number. Number 54. Yeah, Chocolate Banana Hot Cocoa, which is Sheik chooses a book, and he's going to say that's cheating because he's not technically choosing it. Am I correct?
I don't know where the kitty is. So.
And we don't know where the kitty is. So, I mean, I could probably call her with treats, but again, I don't know where treats are. So, we're going to slight little stall. I don't even have to look at what this prompt is. I know what this prompt is because I pulled it. I don't think I pulled it last month, but I pulled it the month before. And that is Toasted Coconut, which is Buddy Read. This can be a buddy read with you. It can be a buddy read with...
I'll read Allegiant again.
Allegiant? Okay.
Yep.
We'll go with Allegiant. And then we also, in our prompt books here, we need to mark one on toasted coconuts. So we'll put toasted coconut. We'll put 1. Oh, we did get frozen hot. Did we get we didn't get frozen hot chocolate recently, did we? No. Not within the last, like, 2 months. Okay, never mind. Okay. Prompt number 10. Now, hopefully I can get at least an actual physical book on this month's TBR. If not, I'm going to be a little sad. And I'll have to add a couple books that I need to actually get through. It's not cheating.
I'm not choosing it, though.
They're books that I need to get read, though.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, actually, there's one other book that I need to go on here, which is A Curse So Dark and Lonely, which, again, he could have used for a retelling.
Yep.
Next, we have last and certainly last, we have number 61, which is this one. You get to choose a physical book. Next, we have Mini Marshmallow Hot Coco, which is most recent purchase.
I don't know what your most recent purchase is.
Come choose out of the box.
Is that one book you wanna read in that box?
Which book?
The Curse and Dark and Lonely or whatever?
No, that's an Audible.
Dang it.
Curse of Dark and Lonely and Cinderella's Dead. Cinderella's Dead is a physical copy. Hold on, guys, right back. Alright, so for this one, get a little bit of a delay. I got to give him 2 options. I gave him the choice between a biography and a fantasy, and he chose the fantasy, which is The Root of Magic by Kathleen Benar Double. This is about a girl named Willow. Willow knows the unknown is scary, especially when her little brother has been sick for a long time and nobody has been able to figure out why. All Willow wants is for Wisp to get better and for her life to go back to normal. But when she and her family find themselves stranded in an unusual town in the middle of nowhere, strange things start to happen and their lives begin to change in the most unexpected ways. After one too many coincidences, Willow discovers that the town isn't just unusual, it's magical. When her family begins to embrace the town, she finds new friends and hidden truths that aren't as simple as they seem. Then Willow must decide, return home and leave the magic behind, or stay forever. Equal parts heartfelt sibling story and mystical mystery, that this irresistible and thoughtful-provoking novel is about free will, fate, and what makes life magical. So, kind of super excited about this one because this is one that I saw on Book Outlet. This is actually from my book haul, which will be going up sometime soon. Did plan on recording that before December is up, but again, sorry. So look for that in my book haul. So we got 1 physical book. We got The Root of Magic. There are, however, 3 books that did not get put on this TBR that I do need to get through. And my husband is saying I'm cheating if I add them. Am I correct? And I feel like if I pull even more prompts, he's just gonna try to avoid those 3 books in general. Correct?
Probably.
Exactly. So, kind of sad that I have to postpone these, but these are books that I did have on last month's TBR, and well, 2 of them are ones that I actually started. So, technically what I'm going to do, and I have done this in the past, and this is not cheating,
okay,
is I'm going to roll them over into this month, and those will be the first books that I have to complete this month. So that is going to be Cinderella's Dead and A Curse So Dark and Lonely, because I do need to get them finished so that I can move on with other books. So there's going to be 12 books on my TBR this month with those two. So with that, since one is husband is TBR, along with the challenge, that means you get to choose which book I get to use for the other challenge.
Oh.
Which was Cozy Night In.
What's that?
Pretty much, I take a night where... I'll explain it to you guys too. I take a night where I sit, read a book, or listen to a book in this case, since I don't have any other... Since pretty much my entire TBR is audiobooks. This is what I get for, like, my husband, who's my entire TBR, who all he listens to is audiobooks, and I don't think I've ever seen him read an actual physical book since I've known him. And I either sit and listen to this book, and that's all I listen to, or I sit and read this book, and that's kind of the book that I have to finish within that Cozy Night In. Usually I try and...
I don't think any of my choices are possible to read in one day. Or to listen to in one day.
I mean...
Well, maybe Narnia.
How many hours is Narnia? Oh, yes, we're trying to figure this out. I'll be right back. Alright, so for this one, for Cozy Night In, we are going to do City of Heavenly Fire, which is prompt number 5, which was Jelly Bean Hot Cocoa. Yay. Of course, he chooses the 3 books that I was trying to get on this month's TBR for prompts, but doesn't choose the 3 that I want. Of course, that's how it works. So, to wrap everything up, for Cozy Night In, for challenges, we've got Cozy Night In, and a husband chooses an entire TBR, which I am fully regretting putting as a challenge right now. Prompt number 1, we got Banana Split, which is Alcatraz and Evil Librarians. I'm actually kind of okay with this one because this is a shorter book, and I can get through it super fast. Next is Frozen Hot Cocoa, which is Sorcery of Thorns, which, again, I'm pretty much okay with because this was a book that I put on his Audible that I thought he would actually enjoy. Next is Plain Hot Cocoa, which is Chronicles of Narnia, book number 1, which is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. If I remember correctly, I remember picking this in middle school and not really a huge fan of it, but we'll see how I feel about it now. Don't think I ever finished the series, though. So we'll see how I feel about it now. I think I got through the first chapter and put it back, but we'll see how I feel about it now. Hopefully I enjoy it this time around. Prompt number 4 is Chocolate Cupcake, which we are doing Sky Raiders, which is the first book in the 5 Kingdom series, which, again, I am super happy. I'm actually okay with, because I love Brandon Mull as an author. He is one of my favorite authors, and I've been meaning to read the series since I finished Fablehaven and Beyonders by him. Next is Jelly Bean Hot Cocoa, which is City of Heavenly Fire. I am not... I have checked out of the series. I checked out of the series in what book?
2.
3? City of Glass? In book 3 in City of Glass, when...
Spoiler alert?
I'm just, yeah, spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure most of my viewers have read this entire series. When Max dies, I checked out. I was like, nope, I'm done. But I've been forced to push through it, and not really enjoying it. Because bit of a rant really fast. I feel like the first 3 books and the last 2 books...
Last 3 books?
Last 3 books, yes. Last 3 books. Yeah, last 3 books could have been 2 whole different series. Like...
A lot of people agree.
And I know a lot of you agree with me. But, like, I feel like it could have been 2 different series because... Yeah. Anywho. Next is Cake Batter Hot Cocoa, which was Treat Yourself, and for this one, I am going, when I get my Audible credit on the 7th for this month, I'm going to do one last stop on my Audible, which is the only book on my Audible, well, 2nd book on my Audible this month. All the rest are currently on his. Fun. Next is Dutch Milk Chocolate Hot Coco, which is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. This book, if he wouldn't have put it on this month's TBR, which when Husband Chooses the Entire TBR came up, I knew he was going to choose it, I would have rolled it over because I need to finish it. Not looking forward to it. I'm kind of bored at the moment with it. Next is Almond Joy, which is I Am number 4. Really don't know what I think about this. Haven't really heard much about this book. So, kind of going into it blind. Which, to be honest with you, I'd rather prefer than having it hyped and not liking it than I would rather go into it blind and really like it than have it hyped and me not like it. So, that should be on. Next is number 9, Toasted Coconut, which is Allegiant, which is Buddy Read, which like I said, I'm completely okay with because it was one of the books that I needed to get on, and it was one of the ones that I was actually kind of happy to get on because I want to be finished with the series so that I can say I've completed the series. Next is Mini Marshmallow Hot Coco, which is the Root of Magic, which, again, I'm super excited for. I saw this book on Book Outlet and just thought it was pretty cover. And then we have Cinderella's Dead and A Curse So Dark and Lonely, which I am rolling over from next month. So that is January's TBR. Super excited about some of them. Not so excited about others. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I do better this month than I did last month. So until next time, read and craft on, readers.